Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming News. Today is the 5th March of 2018. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for the evening. Today's news, honestly, was somewhat boring, so we got only 2 stories for you guys. First, we're going to talk about a Pokemon themed cafe opening in Japan. And secondly, we're going to take a look at the fact that Epic may be banning players for teaming up in solo mode in their Fortnite Battle Royale game. But let's begin with the Pokemon Cafe. And if people don't know what Pokemon are at this point, I don't know where you have been living. On Mars? I think you would know about Pokemon even if you were living on Mars. You probably were living in another galaxy altogether. And on March 14th, 2018, a Pokemon themed cafe will be opening in Japan. More specifically in Tokyo, which isn't that big of a surprise as it is the biggest conglomeration in Japan, so it has the highest potentiality for revenue. So let's take a look at some of the items that are available on its menu. So for example, there is a Evolution related flow drink, a Mimikyu Choco Banana Crepe, a Pikachu Greedy Plate. These things just sound completely ridiculous. Apart on its own, the restaurant actually seems fairly nice. It has this wooden feel to it. It's just a small little cafe. The items on the menu themselves, they are obviously very Pokemon themed. For example, I really love this Eevee burger. It has these little ears coming off of it and it looks just freaking amazing. And yeah, there's a Gengar themed drink. I know why it's pink. I would have thought it's going to be purple, and if they're going to make a purple drink, what was the Sing one? Was it Clarifairy or something like that? I'm not good with Pokemon names. All I remember is Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Charizard, and Squirtle. And I know that the starter was Charmander. I watched it as well as a kid, as everybody who is of my age. And yeah, it's just a cool piece of news. If you're ever going to go to Tokyo and you're a fan of Pokemon, it might be worth to make a reservation there. And I would actually recommend you make a reservation, as this thing is, in my own personal opinion, going to be packed as hell. Now let's move on to our second piece of news for today. So Epic, the creators of Fortnite Battle Royale, are planning to ban players that are teaming up in solo mode. They say it is against the rules, and I will be honest with you guys, I tried to find some official rules for this and I just couldn't find them. So, is it against the rules? Yes, for a simple reason. One of the developers came out and said, yes, this is against the rules and we will be banning players because of it. I do hope they put some sort of message straight in game that tells players about it, because not everybody who plays video games is also following news on them. So it would probably be a good idea to just put a little bit of a message into the game. But let's take a look at this a bit more, let's call it philosophically. Is this a tactic that is straight against the rules of a Battle Royale mode? Let's imagine that there was, in some weird, insane world, a place where a real world game, where you would pit 100 players against each other and the winner gets a chicken dinner. Or more likely, I don't know, tons and tons of money. Would it be considered unfair if players teamed up? Or would it be the natural thing that would actually happen in that sort of an environment? And I honestly believe it would happen organically. It would happen all the freaking time. And I do understand Epic coming out and saying we do not want this in our games. On the other hand, I just view this as a legitimate tactic. You're just two players who land in the same spot, you start dancing with each other, and you cooperate until the very end. It highly increases your chance of winning the game. Obviously, it's not going to give you all 100 chance to win the game. At the very most, it would give you a 50% chance to win the game because the other person would also be in a favorable position. But there could be a sniper, just snipe one of you from long distance and suddenly you're again on your own. So I'm not sure if I like this, if I like this sort of restrictions on how people play games. If it was directly somewhat implemented into the game, so if the game detected you're cooperating, it would like start draining your life, then I would be like, yeah, you shouldn't cooperate. You know, like if it would be two players killing like 4 players together, suddenly their health would get halved. Then it would be pretty obvious that this is against the rules. But just coming out saying, yeah, we don't like this, so we're going to ban people if they're going to do it, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure many people will be angry because of this, because the news will just not come to them. Even if it's going to be posted in games, some people will just be like, yeah, news, click to close, and I want to play. And probably some percentage of these players will actually be the kind of people who team up. Though it is actually likely that the kind of people who do team up often are also the people who probably want to win very hard. So they are watching the newest news, the best tactics, so they will hear about it. So it will not be a huge concern, but there will certainly be a few people banned, even if they don't deserve it, because it will appear to the moderators or to the admins as if they were cooperating, even though it would just be some random chance. So that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider giving us an upvote here on YouTube and subscribing to our channel. If you're watching this on Steam, maybe you want to give us an upvote and follow our blog. Either way, leave a comment. Tell me, do you wish to visit a Pokemon themed cafe? And do you think people should be banned for cooperating in video games? Also, be sure to tune in tomorrow for more gaming news, as we are your source of daily gaming news every single day. And see you guys later with more gaming content.